Hi guys, today we're going to be unbagging the Notoriously Morbid December subscription. I did my very first unboxing of this bag last month. I'll link that down below for you guys if you want to go check it out. But this is the December bag and I'm really excited to get into it. Alright, so I went ahead and opened the bag and this month's little baggie is looking kind of skimpy. Last month we had like 4 pots of things. One was larger and 3 smaller ones, but this month we have 3 smaller pots and 1 little bottle of something here. So let's go ahead and get into it and see what they are. This month's bag theme is supposed to be Gremlins. I haven't seen that movie in ages, like absolutely forever. I can barely remember it. I know you're not supposed to feed them after midnight, and yeah, I think that's it. I don't even know if that's part of it. So hopefully I'll get at least some of the references. Alright, so here is the first little thing we got in our bag. On the top it has a sticker that says a few rules, and you know, there's all the rules for the Gremlins. I think this is the don't feed them after midnight. That's all I know. And then I guess don't get them wet and then don't expose them to sunlight, maybe? I'm just guessing here. But this first little pigment here is called the Creatures. Oh, and this is a very festive green color. Here it is just on the tip of my finger, and let's give that a swatch right here. So it's not really like a deep green, it's more of like a lime green. I was expecting like evergreen green because of Christmas, but here it is swatched on the hand, not too crazily pigmented. People have suggested using these with either like MAC Fix Plus or like using them wet to give more pigmentation. Alright, next up in the little baggie here we have a tiny little vial of something, and this is Trouble Multiplied, and this is a body splash. Alright, it says shake well on it. Whoa, that's all sorts of scents combined. Let's get a little spritz. Whoa, what? There's a lot of different scents coming all at me at one time. It's very interesting. It's like a little bit spicy, a little bit vanilla, a little bit like candy, a little bit Christmas. I don't know. It's a whole lot of things all at one time, but I just realized I have no lipstick on. That's so weird to film a video without lipstick on. Sorry, that like realization just hit me. Anyway, back to the body splash. It is very interesting. I don't really enjoy that it's such a tiny little vial though. I wish I would have given just, you know, kind of something a little more substantial. Alright, next up in here we have another pigment that is called Bright Lights, Bright Lights. This looks like it's really pretty. It's like a brownie taupey base, but then there are like little green flecks of sparkle in there. Here it is just on the tip of my finger, and if we could swatch it right next to that other one, you can see what it looks like. So it's a pretty neutral like base undertone, but you do get those little flecks of like green sparkle in it. Very cool. Matches really nicely with the other one over here. Alright, and last in here we have Yum Yum, which is a salve for your lips. So this is like a lip balm. I can definitely try this on since I'm not wearing any lipstick. I cannot believe I forgot lipstick. What is wrong with me? That smells very like Christmassy to me. I'm not sure why. It's a very like warm kind of spicy smell to it. But yeah, I like it. And it feels nice on the lips, just a typical like lip balm salve. Nothing too fancy there. And the last thing in the bag was a little peppermint candy cane, which is cute to include. Alright everybody, that is everything for this month's bag. I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed. Last month I wasn't too absolutely blown away, but I was more excited that we did get 4 pigments. I thought that was pretty cool. But this month I'm not really sure if the value is fully there. I'm not too thrilled with the size of this little body splash. And this is basically like, you know, a typical lip balm or anything like that. I do like the 2 pigments. I think they're pretty. I think they're a little bit different than things you typically see in subscription bags. So that's cute at least. The subscription is a little over $12 a month. So for $12 a month, I would expect a little bit more out of my subscription boxes. That basically makes each of these things $3. And these things I think that's okay price for, but I definitely wouldn't be paying $3 for this by itself, or I don't know, maybe this. This one's like a toss-up, but this I definitely wouldn't just go out and pay $3 for on my own. However, I do like to give subscription services at least 3 months to show me what they really are like, so I will be holding on to this for another month, and hopefully next month's bag is a little bit more valuable. Alright everybody, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so very much for watching, and if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe. It would really mean the world to me. As always, I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye!